How the fuck is everybody doing? Alan Roberts. I wanted to tell everybody welcome. I hope I don't offend too many of you, and those of you that I offend, I don't give a fuck. So today, I just wanted to go over, I'm out of focus. Sorry, my ADHD won't let me talk unless I fucking get back in focus. There we go. So today we're going to talk about a few things. I'm going to do some Q&A. We're going to talk about mostly weight loss. I wanted to talk about the drug Juega V again. I wanted to show you a few of the stats and everything like that and my thoughts on how this drug is not going to be fucking effective for fucking anybody it's targeted to. I just don't understand how the fuck that people think this is actually going to be a good thing. I did want to say that today at 2:30 Eastern, 1:30 Central Time, I am going to be on the Gains Cast. Me and Mark are going to start broadcasting from there and on all podcast platforms together at least once, if not twice a week, talking about topics of the day, not necessarily even fitness, because gains can happen in life also. So I am going to post in right here. Please follow the Gains Cast channel. Mark and I are going to be on there fairly fucking often until they kick us off of that platform, in which case we will also then broadcast just on Spotify and or whatever, because you can get it on Spotify. As a matter of fact, for those of you that want to just listen just on Spotify, here is the link just for that also. Now the pinned comment that I have is our 3-month coaching special. It is gluttony season, people. And if you are worried about gaining that 20 or 30 or 40 pounds over this holiday season, that's going to fucking cause you to have a heart attack, which I've been to Walmart recently, people. Many of you should be very concerned about putting that extra 20 pounds on that pushes you into a fucking cardiac episode. Like myocardial infractions are fucking going to be happening. Not including the fucking the Mexican beer flu hangover cure blood clots that are going to be fucking with many of you. So please do check that out. I'm sure we'll be talking about that on the Gains Cast also. Really quickly though, Juega V. Juega V is a FDA approved drug. It's actually a higher dose of a drug known as semaglutide. And if I take you to the Juega V site, give me 1 second here. We're going to put this up. Share screen, Chrome window. Boom. Okay, so here we are. This is from, as you can see, the Juega V site. Now, Juega V is basically semaglutide. It is a weight loss drug. Semaglutide is semaglutide. I can never say it right. But it's a 2.4 milligram injection once a week, and it's meant for adults. If you can take a look over here by where my cursor is at, for BMI of 30 and or people that are overweight. Now, this did show to have. Hang on a second. I want to put myself there. Boom, boom. There we go. This did show to have a loss of about 15% for over a course of like 63 weeks. Now, there's several things about this that bothered me that a lot of people did not point out when they were doing their synopsis of it. And I'm not knocking anybody that did a synopsis of it. I actually saw a very, very, very well done scientific one done by More Plates for More Dates. I think Derek does an amazing job, and I thought he did an amazing job with this. I just think I have a different perspective of this. People look at actually just the action of a drug. And will it work? Will it won't work? Blah, blah, blah. Now, will this work? It does show to work. I don't think it works all that well. 10 to 15% of weight loss over the course of over a year is not that fucking good. I would be disappointed in myself as a coach if through just means of nutritional change and exercise, I was not able to get a morbidly obese client or an obese client to lose 10% to 15% of their body mass in the course of a fucking year. I would consider that kind of a failure unless there was other aspects of their life, like unless we spent the majority part of the year just working on their healthy habits and then they just started losing weight in a gradual progression. But if you're looking at a 300-pound person and they've only lost 35 to 45 pounds in the course of a fucking year after a year's worth of coaching with nutritional intervention and exercise intervention, I would consider you quite the fucking failure. Like if they were all in and it was not a matter of they had any sort of food addiction and they had no need for counseling, which I don't know a 300-pound person that doesn't need counseling, which is another thing that semaglutide and Juega V does not actually address. I would consider that kind of a fucking failure. I'm just going to be honest. So the problem, another big problem with it is if you take a look, I'm going to pop the screen back out just so people can see. And I'm going to increase the size of the screen too. So if we take a look, do not use Juega V if you or any of your family has ever had thyroid cancer. And the reason for this is that there is a black box warning on semaglutide. I finally said it right, semaglutide. There's a black box warning for it possibly causing cancer, thyroid cancer, and thyroid tumors. Now, this was only done in rodents, so I don't understand why we did not take the data from humans. However, it does mean it should not be taken over a long period of time. Before taking Juega V, talk to your healthcare provider if you have any medical conditions. If you have or had problems with your pancreas or kidneys, if you have type 2 diabetes or a history of diabetic retinopathy, and this is really a drug that's meant for diabetics, so I don't know why it's contra. But if you have had depression, suicidal thoughts, or mental health issues. Now, I'm going to talk about this just really fucking quickly because I think this is pretty important. Name me a 300-pound obese person that does not have some sort of fucking depression. You name me a morbidly obese person that has not, gone through some sort of bout of depression or faces chronic depression. I would argue that there's not fucking any, and that's the problem. I really think that this drug is very contra to the people that would actually be helped by using it, and by helped I mean barely fucking helped. So those of you that and again, this is not a knock on anybody that's ever done a review on Juega V, because the action of the actual pharmaceutical does what it says to do. It is an inhibitor, and it does do its fucking job. The problem is it does not address any food issues, any issues like that. And also it can cause, and again, we will go to this really fucking quickly, pump it back up. And if I go to here, excuse me, big slurp of coffee. So now, if you are pregnant or plan on becoming pregnant, you should maybe go off of it 2 months before you become pregnant. I think that will be the same for most pharmaceuticals. And if you're breastfeeding, you shouldn't be on it. That's understandable. Now, what are the possible side effects? Inflammation to your pancreas or pancreatitis. So stop using Juega V if you call your health provider if you're noticing severe pain in your abdominal area. So pancreatitis, gallbladder problems, increased risk of low blood sugar, hypoglycemia in patients with type 2 diabetes, especially those that are taking medicines for type 2 diabetes, such as insulin. So just be very, very careful with that. Kidney problems, serious allergic reaction, and that's just about the same with anything. That's a kind of a catch-all for all of them. And now the biggest one I want to point out is depression or suicidal thoughts. So if it starts causing you to have depression or suicidal thoughts, I'm having a hard time believing you will fucking recover well from this. Now, the bigger issue that I'm finding is Juega V, semaglutide, 2.4 ml injections, prescribed medicine for adult use only. It should be used, and again, it should be used with a reduced calorie meal plan and increased physical activity. So diet and fucking exercise still. So it's not like it's some sort of magic drug. These people still need to somehow or another fucking make sure that they're watching what they eat and exercising, which is the problem for these people, is how they became morbidly obese to fucking begin with. So it's basically a drug that gives you 15% weight loss in 63 weeks that you still have to fucking diet and exercise on. And that's good. You should diet and exercise. You should watch your nutrition to the point where you're eating a healthy nutrition. You should stay away from processed foods. They're highly inflammatory, and inflammation is a fucking killer. And also, you should definitely fucking make sure that you are getting some physical activity in, because it's good for your heart health. However, I don't know people that are going to rely on this just to. Florida's looking a lot better as far as COVID is concerned. Florida was looking great the entire time for the Mexican beer flu. Anyway, but I don't know anybody, and I mean anybody, that does not need to watch their nutrition and exercise. So now we have people going on this prescription medication that has many side effects that oftentimes I believe that most people that are going to get prescribed this It is contra because you, again, find me a 300-pound person that is willing to go on a pharmaceutical medication for weight loss that does not have some sort of depression. Please find one for me. I have yet to fucking meet one. I have yet to meet one. I've never met one. I've coached thousands of people. I've coached many morbidly obese people. I have yet to meet any that don't have some sort of depression. That's why you hear me say all the time, get some fucking counseling. I've said it all the fucking time. Now, this is a problem. Again, like all this in here, this is all a problem. And again, should be used with reduced calorie meal plan. It should not be used with other things that contain another GLP-1 receptor agonist, and it shouldn't be used long term. So it should not be used long term. So at the end of the 63-week study, by the way, at the end of the 63-week study, it was like their weight goes down, their weight goes down, their weight goes down. It kind of tapered off. And in weeks 60, 61, and 62 and 63, right when the study cut off, because you shouldn't use this medication for a long time, they started to show regain. So we don't know what's going to happen to these people after they go off the medication. Are they going to bounce back completely, which is my actual guess. I would love to see some data on this, but we shall, that's yet to be determined. However, another huge portion of this is that while this is not yet covered by Medicare or Medicaid or in most insurance companies, that's the thing, it's not covered by that most of the time. It is not covered by any of that. They are trying to get it covered most of the time. However, when stuff like this gets covered by Medicare, Medicaid, and or insurance companies, it raises everybody's insurance rates. We do have approximately 50 to 80% of the population, if you count in the great fattening of 2020 and 2021, we have about 50 to 80% of the population that could possibly use this type of pharmaceutical. And here's the fucking costs. So can everybody see this? No? How about this? That's the fucking monthly cost. Monthly. You need to be on this for like the 15% weight loss is shown after, what is it? It's shown after something like 60 weeks or something like that. Fucking $1,300 a month. $1,300 a month. It works out to something like $600 a fucking pound of weight loss on the average. That is fucking insanity. While still having, by the way, to watch your nutrition and exercise. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. It's fucking $1,300 a month to lose what would be the equivalent of probably 2 pounds a month. The fuck? I mean, like, that's insanity. It really is. While, again, watching what you eat and exercising. That's fucking insanity. This just goes to show that they think you're fucking stupid. And if you buy into this, you are fucking stupid. I understand that, and again, this is not knocking anybody that made in any way made a video about this, because if you look at the study and what it does what it is professed to do. It absolutely does. For the time, in the time frame that they state. It is an IGL. It is a good inhibitor. It works. Okay. I'm not saying that this does not work. It works very fucking slowly, And I do hope that it reduces the amount of hunger that the person feels and that sort of thing. And anything that can help anybody that is anything that helps out the state we're in, because the state of morbid obesity in America is killing the fucking nation. It's absolutely killing the fucking country, period. But $1,300 to $1,400 a fucking month for what I would call weak results while still dieting and exercising. It's fucking travesty. That is a fucking travesty. So I'm sorry if this in any way, in any fucking way, offends anybody that made a video about this, or if it offends any of the fans of other people that made videos about this. I just think I have a different perspective based off of the fact that this is actually what I fucking do for a living. This is insanity. I mean, that is not, the results are subpar at best, at fucking best. They're subpar at best. And for the price, that's fucking laughable. I mean, that's fucking laughable. And if it would get covered by insurance and or Medicare, Medicaid, it would raise the cost of everybody's insurance, because then they would just, and this is how the fucking pharmaceutical industry works, they would just start prescribing this like fucking crazy. Like, I mean, like they would prescribe it to fucking everybody. Because if you have a $50 copay on something per month that costs $1,300, that is going to be insane. They might get a group deal for it and it might cost the actual company, the insurance company, $1,000 or whatever, but everybody's insurance rates are going to fucking skyrocket from this. Just because people can't be self-accountable and watch what they eat. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe in using things to help. I take compounds that help literally eliminate my physical hunger. Also, that's to me, that's the key to avoid my binge eating. But what the fuck? I mean, I just don't understand how people can possibly think that this is in any way good for fucking society, when this it is literally almost a pyramid scheme to get fucking money to go up to pharmaceutical companies for something that has a black box label for lower doses for thyroid tumors. It is shown that you still need to diet and exercise on is $600, roughly a fucking pound of weight loss. $600 fucking dollars. And can only be used in a short-term thing, can't be used for the rest of your life. What happens afterwards when they fucking regain no goddamn weight? It's fucking a travesty. So I just wanted to go over that as much as possible, because I think it's fucking ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Anyway, I'm going to stop sharing that screen. We're going to go to some of the questions. I'm going to scroll back up to see if we have any questions on it. Sup, Al, how you doing? I'm doing fucking awesome. Florida looks a lot better when it comes to the Mexican flu. It's always looked good, dude. It's always been bullshit. Wait, so we still have to watch what we eat and lose weight. Shocking. No shit. Fucking crazy, right? This guy's consume more, nothing else works. Trust me, I've tried. No shit. No shit. And this is a band-aid answer for people who just want an easy solution. And not only is it a band-aid answer, it's a band-aid answer that doesn't actually heal the wound, if you ask me. That's a very good analogy, though. It doesn't actually heal the fucking wound. I'm all for us trying to find every fucking way possible to help people get healthy. I don't believe pharmaceuticals are the way. I do believe that there's plenty of natural compounds extracts, everything like that you can take in that won't be as harsh on your system and fucking and be able to get your people healthy. I really do believe that. I think that there's going to be so much marketing about that. Fucking Queen Latifah did some marketing for them for this drug. Like, what the fuck? You know, ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Lindsay, how the fuck you doing? I could build a heck of a home gym for those monthly payments. For those monthly payments, you could own your own fucking gym that people go to, depending on the fucking size and the area of the country you're in. That's fucking insanity. Imagine how many healthy groceries at a time. No shit. Maybe that's their fucking plan. Maybe that people won't be able to afford food. Honestly, that might be their plan. Honestly, just work out and watch your nutrition takes. My thing about it is just try to avoid processed food and go for fucking walks. You'll start on your fucking. If people would actually do that, schedule install later. If people would actually do that, if they would actually just watch what they eat, stay away from processed foods, eat only vegetables, fruits, and meats, and go for daily walks, they would probably have the same weight loss. They would probably and be much, much, much healthier in many other fucking ways, like their cholesterol levels, their things like that. Much healthier in many other ways. The people that are happy to pay for these drugs are the same ones who say eating healthy is cost prohibitive. That's a very good fucking point. I totally fucking agree. Alan, why do I slam Lizzo? I don't slam Lizzo. I absolutely do not slam Lizzo. I just narrate. She slams herself. Fucking, she calls herself a bad bitch and then cries when people, she talks about being fat and it's awesome and everything like that, and then she cries. Fucking pathetic. Hey, dude, I'm gonna keep stalking you on Twitter. That's awesome, man. I'm looking for anytime I can get unpaid interns to fucking keep the interaction up. Please feel free. You look like you need to lose a bit of weight, by the way. 52 watching, only 31 and only 31 likes. Come on, people. It's all good. I'm surprised there's 51 watching. I'm surprised I told anybody. I did see the old Navy commercial. They had a bunch of morbidly obese people sort of dancing because they are celebrating the store, carrying sizes up to 30. You know what? Here's my thing about clothing. Okay, before anybody gets crazy about it. Let me see. I don't want to skip too far ahead. YouTube stopped me from commenting today. They love me. The clothing commercials. I think there should be clothing for sizes, as many sizes as people want. I think that there's way too much emphasis placed on that. Like people, about 2 years ago, before all the fucking craziness happened, they went nuts about the Nike commercials, about Nike making larger size wear. There needs to be larger wear. The problem is athletic wear that works for people that don't have abundance of fat rolls and shit like that doesn't work the same, and it can actually be dangerous. Like if a person has a hanging apron and they just tuck it down into their running pants, like Tess Holliday and Lizzo both do, that's very dangerous. You can get a skin infection like that can go septic. It's very fucking dangerous. There needs to be other thought process thought through, especially running shoes. Like first of all, obese people shouldn't be running. Just to begin with, if you're an obese person out there and your trainer tells you to run or jump or anything like that, tell them I personally said to fuck off, and they can message me anytime they want, and I'll gladly explain to the fucking idiot why they shouldn't be doing that shit. But if you are a morbidly obese person, you should be walking at best, and you should have really, really, really good shoes for it. And oftentimes they don't even make shoes that are good for morbidly obese people. Oftentimes, and this is no shit, if a morbidly obese person walks for like an hour, the size of their foot at the end is a couple sizes bigger than the size at the beginning. That's just fucking true. It should expand. Like there should be a little bit of expansion, because the edema from blood flowing down into their foot, and I know it sounds crazy, but it's just true. Their foot can go up a size or two in the course of an hour of just being up on their feet. And that's just, in order to not damage their feet, it's very important to have something that can expand with it. To be real, that's one of the more important things that people should be focusing on, because most morbidly obese people at least have some blood sugar issues, if not are diabetic, and a lot of them just undiagnosed diabetic. And a foot ulcer, an ulcer on your toe from ill-fitting shoes or something like that, can result in the loss of your leg. So it's just very fucking new rule. You can eat junk food on a treadmill. You shouldn't eat junk food at all. Eating junk food, like eating processed carbohydrates, should be viewed as, just don't view them as food at all. Just view it as a treat. View it as an indulgence, because that's all it is. It said that there's so many diet and lifestyle cooking videos on YouTube, and people say that cooking is hard and cost prohibitive. That is really sad. For those of you that are members of our hunger management support group, which you can also find at the website. But again, you know what? Again, I'm going to put in. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go to. Let's see if it's still there. This is our 3-month special, people. We are running it so people don't get too fucking too big over the course of the next couple of years. We can help you, instead of gaining weight this holiday season, lose weight, maintain, and have the skills afterwards to continue to lose weight. The holiday season, you are not doomed to gain weight, and you can still enjoy the holiday season. Trust me, you can. You can enjoy the feasts, but you can also be mindful in between. It's just a matter of lifestyle skills and habits that we can help you learn. Daily communication, weekly video conference calls with me. We can help you. Sign up. There's only a few slots. But I agree. There's many, and we're doing for my premise for that. For our clients and the people of the Hunger Management Group, my wife and I, on the 30th of this month of October, we are doing a prep cooking and cooking demonstration video just for them, not for everybody else. I've seen people actually eating Oreos on treadmills. I've seen that multiple times. Multiple times. All I have to say is, honestly, get there faster for everybody's sake. That's one of my favorite phrases. Get there faster, people. Use your fucking logic. Now, Whole Foods, no matter what the diet is, the best way. Supplements, no matter what, no matter the diet, and drink your water. Supplements should be supplemental. And don't get me wrong, there are plenty of natural compounds. I'm a testament to that, because like I control my hunger via a dietary aid that Mark and I are coming out with. Mark, my wife, we're coming out with. But I still eat, like I had about a pound of ground meat today with hot sauce. That's what I had for my first meal. I'm going to work out after I'm done talking to you. Then I'm going to do the gains cast with Mark, and then I'm probably going to have Tonight, a meat chili, so meats and beans. I probably won't even have rice with it. And then later on, I'll probably have some bell peppers with either some PB2 butter, some PB2 made into peanut butter. And I normally put some some red pepper flakes in it. I like it. It's like a dipping sauce, and I'll probably have some bell peppers with that, or a little bit of cream cheese, and so everything's seasoning bagels on it. But that'll be the entirety of my nutrition for the day. You know, whole foods for the most part. You know, fun facts: carbs are the enemy. Well, I wouldn't say necessarily enemy, but I can definitely say. And then you put. I meant carbs from bread, potatoes. Potatoes are not bad. Potatoes are not bad. Potatoes. My thing is. Processed carbohydrates, flour, sugar. Sugar is a drug. Sugar should be treated as a drug. If you cannot get there, you should think about how many people you know have a problem with sugar. You should look at the expression of a person's face when you tell them maybe you shouldn't eat sugar for 2 weeks, and look at the expression on their face. That'll tell you. Dr. Munston said sugar is a dose-dependent toxin. He is correct. Anyway, it depends on the bread. Lots of breads are saturated in sugar. Most bread, if it has processed flour in it, processed flour does also enter the bloodstream quickly and cause similar effects. It is a processed food. We are not meant to eat processed foods. Eat vegetables, fruits. View anything processed as a treat. Don't view it as food. Don't view it as food. It is a treat. That's it. Hey, Alan, what vitamin is most important for the skin? I would say that depends on the person and what else you eat and stuff like that. Vitamin D has been shown to be important for the skin too. It really depends on the person and the rest of your intake. Greens and proteins, those three words. Greens and proteins, those three words are key to everything. Or as you said a long time ago, that changed the game for me. If you can make yourself at home, don't eat it. I really believe that. Like, that's one of the things we have a couple clients that are very, very into pasta. Like, and for me, it was a big thing too, because I grew up Italian, you know, and I have them making their own pasta once a week. So it alleviates that urge, but it also, they're in control of what goes into it. To me, if you can't make it at home, don't make it, you know. Rebecca Guffey, I'm really looking forward to the Cooking Live. Outstanding. Jessica, truly awesome coaching and support group. Thank you, Jessica. You are doing fucking amazing, by the way. Amazing, amazing. Is there an update on when you and Mark will release it? Soon. Probably within the next few weeks. Check out the Gainscast. Maybe we'll talk about it. The Gainscast will be at 2:30 today Eastern, and I already shared the link for it. Let's see. My kids had egg omelet, red onions, mushroom, cheese, yogurt, strawberries, some grapes, milk. His schoolmate just had a cinnamon toast crunch. I'm telling you. If you teach your kids to physically take care of themselves, teach your kids to cook, and teach your kids how to be self-sufficient, they will be fucking superheroes compared to the rest of their peers in about 10 years. It's fucking crazy. Random question: What are you two thinking that looks like UFOs at the back of the room? These two things? Those are lights. I don't know why they don't look like UFOs to me. They're lights. What did you prefer back in the day, knee sleeves or wraps? I used wraps because my right knee is fucking destroyed. I mean, like, my right knee has never been good. But I used wraps. I don't use anything now because I don't do any weight of any significance, and I want to make sure that everything stays well together. But I used to use very, very, very tight knee wraps. Hot Ramen, have a great day. You too, motherfucker. And thanks, Eleanor. I appreciate it. Jessica, you're doing fucking phenomenal. Shirataki coconut noodles are a great substitute for pasta. I've heard they're very, very good. I have not tried the mushroom pastas yet. I do spiralized vegetables occasionally, and they work just as well. I got to be real. I mean, just if I'm looking for like that heartiness, we use beans a lot for stuff. Like, my wife came up with this fabulous fucking dish. It's basically cannellini beans or white beans, some tomato pesto, and some seasonings, and just like a couple diced up tomatoes. Put it into an Instapot, and an Instapot is one of the best fucking prep cook things fucking ever. Stop. Period. So, let's see. No, the hanging things that look like they have valves. They're curtains. No, they're UFOs. They're coming to get me. Anyway, let's see. I'm giga thankful to my mom for slapping the brakes off unhealthy food as a main source of nutrition when I was younger. No shit. Good for your mom. You said in a previous video that you haven't been under a squat bar in months. What made you stop doing them, and what did you replace it with? I do goblet squats a lot with just dumbbells, and what made me stop is that it's not really that fucking, like the number on the bar is just not important to me anymore. I just want to stay healthy. I do squat all the fucking time. I do a lot of yoga, and I do a lot of goblet squats, and or just I still do dumbbell deadlift a lot, straight-legged deadlift with dumbbells, that sort of thing, for my posterior chain. But squatting heavy with a bar, just there's no need for me to do it. There's not really there's not any payback for it for me, you know. And don't get me wrong, I still think that people should be doing it, especially people that are trying to get stronger and stronger and stronger. But that is not my goal anymore. I am not chasing strength by any stretch of imagination. I am chasing being in good shape and just healthy and happy. That's what I'm chasing. And I'm super happy with how I look. My face is finally filled back in a little bit because I got a little thin there. I go through phases where it's like my body is adjusting, I think, where and I purposely raised my calories back up because I don't really have physical hunger, but I purposely raised my calories back up a little bit again because I was getting that sunken face look, and I'm not really a fan of it. And then I'm probably going to pull back here a little bit for the next like 60 days, just to be supportive of Marcus going for his pro card. But also I'm going to get leaner because we're having the launch. I really am happy to stay anywhere between 10 and 15% body fat. I'm really, really, really happy there. And as long as my blood tests are good, as long as my resting heart rate's like 42. You know, like, I mean, as long as I'm sleeping well and feeling good and enjoying life, that's the fucking key. I could not give a fuck less about the number on the bar. I just don't care. It's butternut squash season. Had a roasted butternut squash. I love butternut squash. Butternut squash with sweet potato together is fucking amazing too, by the way. I love the rant you're going about Lizzo and that other lady you bag on from time to time. Tess, I mean, I get it that people are fans of theirs. They're just pathetic people, though. I feel bad for both of them. Like, they're both fucked. Like, fucked. Like, at some point in time, they're both an I told you so waiting to happen. They both know it. Like, Tess Holiday weighs like 400 fucking pounds right now. She looks horrible. I mean, she's an ugly person outside and inside and she's an ugly person outside, not because you can call her pretty all you want. She looks like disease to me. Like, she looks like the end stage of a disease that she is allowing to destroy her fucking life. That is not attractive. Call me fatphobic all the fuck you want. I am not attracted to death. It's just not, it's not a reality. So I understand that for many people, like, oh my God, that's so mean. It's what? Like you expect me to lie and say that I think she's attractive when I think that she is a horrible person inside because I know the shit she's done, but also on the outside, she literally looks like she is in pain constantly to me. Her knees are damn near inverted. I mean, I don't understand why people are so against me saying or against people saying that I don't find that attractive. It's not attractive. It's horribly ugly to watch somebody eat themselves into a state of ill health that way. It's fucking horrible. I mean, and I'm sorry, but that's like, I don't understand why people think that it's mean to say preference. She can say she doesn't like bald motherfuckers all she wants. Good. Fucking good. You know, like, I mean, and she does, and they have. Her fans have found everything to fucking say about me physically. I'm good with it. Like, I grew up in a generation where we worked on each other's fucking looks all the goddamn time. To not be able to say, I'm sorry, but you're 400 pounds, I don't find that attractive. I think it's ugly. If you think that that's fatphobic, I'm sorry, but that's preference. It literally is. There was another fucking girl recently, one of the tiki-taki people, that was talking about how if you don't find fat people attractive, that's fatphobic. It's not a preference. No, it's a preference. Like, it's so fucked up how they get there because, like, this woman's argument pretty much eliminates homosexual people. Like, so they're not allowed to be just homosexual or heterosexual. You have to, like, attraction, you just need to be attracted to everybody, no matter what. There's no preference. Fucking, I mean, they talk out they ass so much they don't fucking realize what they're saying. It's pathetic, but no. I mean, I feel bad. And I mean, both her and Lizzo, I mean, they're an I told you so waiting to happen. At some point in time, their health is going to catch up with them. I have very little doubt that Tess doesn't have a slew of health problems, and I mean a slew. And that's just me, just my opinion, of course. And my health isn't her business unless she's trying to tell other people that it's okay to be fucking, gluttonously, morbidly obese the way she is, like gluttonously, morbidly obese the way she is. And there's nothing wrong with it, like, because that's a lie that hurts people. Obesity is contagious through actions. We call these people influencers. We actually call them influencers, and then we're expected to believe that they don't influence people to get obese. It's fucking silliness. Let's see. Do you have any suggestions for a DIY suspension system trainer? You could use rings. You could use gymnastic rings. What are your favorite dad jokes? I really don't have a list of the favorite jokes I tell. Like, I just kind of that's just true. I just kind of say shit off the top of my head. So I don't have a list of favorite ones. That was this one. But anyway, you should try egg in a blanket, but instead of bread, use acorn squash with homemade salsa. That sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. The fake anorexic. Yeah, Tess Holiday, the fake anorexic. What a fucking liar. Just disgusting. When do we get to the point that clearly unhealthy people who can barely walk and breathe are celebrated as healthy? About 4 years ago, I made my first video on it when I said this is unhealthy, and people then canceled me for it. Like, that's the thing. Everybody's like, oh my God, this cancel culture sucks. Like, welcome to the fucking club, bitches. I've been here for 4 fucking years. Like, what the fuck? I mean, I got called a racist for saying being fat is bad for you, for the first time, 4 years ago. I didn't even understand it. They're like, well, you don't understand. You see, fatphobia, which is a made-up term, it's inherently from racist thoughts because the female body, shut the fuck up. You're just fat. You just ate yourself into obesity. Stop it. Fucking accept the fact that and you know what? If you want to accept that fact, that's fine. Say you're unhealthy. Because don't try to act like you are. It's fucking ridiculous. It's a lie. And then you can still lie. It's your right to say whatever the fuck you want. But then when people call you out on it, don't get all fucking in your feels. When people say you can barely fucking breathe when you stand up, you're unhealthy. I mean, it's pathetic. It's very sad. I always get that too. People are like, Lizzo eats vegan, therefore she's healthy. She eats fried vegan shit. Oreos are fucking vegan. Fuck off. It's stupid. I mean, it's moronic. We've reached a level of idiocy. That's the problem with society right now. It's most people are fucking foolish. They're idiots. Most people give more of a fuck about being nice than telling the fucking truth. We sell these open-faced lies to people's faces. Girl, don't you worry about it. You look beautiful and you're healthy. Don't worry about it. Here's another piece of pizza. Now let me roll you into the other room. I mean, it's fucking stupid. I mean, it's ridiculous. This woman can barely fucking walk. For real, she can barely walk. It looks like her knees are ready to fucking explode at any given fucking time. And people are trying to say, you don't know if she's healthy or not. Shut the fuck up. That's insanity. That's like me putting a hat on and saying you don't know if I'm bald or not. Motherfuckers, yeah, you do. I thought, let's see. I thought I was being smart and would eat normally and stop doing keto. Now I feel like shit today. The thing is, when people reintroduce, especially depending on what you reintroduced, if you reintroduce processed sugar, it's going to be a fucking hard day for you. Let's see here. Michael Bayless. What's up, motherfucker? Fatphobia BS. Yes, it absolutely is. So, the reason Tess Holiday keeps doing this is because she gets attention from fat acceptance and body positivity and all that. I feel that she wants to get healthy. She doesn't want to get healthy. If she wanted to get healthy, she would just quietly fucking do it. You know how I can tell she doesn't want to get healthy. She's gained probably 100 pounds in the last couple of years. Look at her picture from a couple of years ago when she was on the cover of Cosmo, and then look at when they called her 300 pounds fit and healthy on Shape magazine, or what Style or what Self, or whichever one of those magazines that said 300 pounds fit and healthy, or 300 pounds happy and fit, or whatever the fucking bullshit it was. Excuse me. Look at that and fucking tell me that this woman hasn't gained 100 fucking pounds. She's got to be 30 or 40 pounds away from serious immobility. Pretty fucking sad. Pretty fucking sad. It's her only income source, fame source, attention. Very true. Yes, Nakato Avocado. I've gotten bunches and bunches and bunches and bunches and bunches and bunches and bunches of requests to do videos on Nakato Avocado. I'm trying not to do videos directly on any other particular YouTubers anymore. I don't think that that's actually helpful. It keeps a very small microcosm of what's actually wrong with the fucking world. The going back and forth about which bicep exercise is the best, and this YouTuber did that, and this YouTuber did that. I like to talk more about societal things, especially like he's a very small niche thing, and I got to be real. It pains me to watch him. It really does. Like, I feel very, 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 very bad for all these people. I feel bad for Lizzo. I really do, even though she's fucking cocky and total fucking horrible to her fucking fans. And she does encourage people to engorge themselves. She encourages it. It's against all the terms of service agreement. That's the thing. Like, when you see like Lizzo encourage people to eat tons of food, or Nakato Avocado binge eat. It's binge eating on fucking film is what it is. When you see them binge eat on film, that's against the terms of service agreement for all these social media platforms. They don't care. I mean, if anybody's learned anything, mainstream media and social media does not actually give a fuck about the people that watch. They want you to consume. They want you to buy shit. They want you to look at their ads and then buy the shit. So the way they get ads is that the ads are effective, so they want you to fucking consume. So when you have a poor kid like Nakato Avocado that's obviously mentally fucking ill. He's mentally ill, period. I mean, anybody, and if you disagree, I don't give a fuck. But when you have a poor kid like this kid who's mentally ill, and it does not excuse his behavior, fucking absolutely does not excuse his behavior. But eating basically all the things that are that YouTube gets ad money for, like eating the pizza and eating McDonald's and eating fucking Wendy's and all that shit, shoving massive quantities in his face and getting massive amount of views, even if it's hateful views, even if it's hate views, which is definitely turned into a lot. They keep putting it in recommended because they're making money. They care about making money. They want you people to be fat. They want you to consume. They want you to ignore your health. That way they can then sell you the other thing that they get a lot of ad money for, the pharmaceutical shit, like Juega V, which we talked about earlier. They want you to consume that shit. There's going to be ads like crazy for that shit too. That's how they make their money. They don't make their money by saying, hey, maybe you guys should go outside and not watch this and fucking take a walk. They're not going to do that because then you're not watching, you're not fucking tied in. Like, you're not watching this fucking box in here, nothing that happens in here is fucking real. Like, I mean, if we were talking, I wouldn't look how I look right now to you, because unless you're, a foot and a half taller than me, or a foot taller than me, which is where the camera's at, it would be at a completely different angle. I wouldn't look the same. I keep doing things like that too, where it's like, I can take a picture of myself right now before a workout, and I look like just some fucking dude because I've downsized on purpose. Thankfully, I've downsized. But I can take a picture of me in regular clothes, looking like just a dude. I wear a large shirt now, like instead of a double extra large, triple extra large when I wanted to fucking be comfortable. And then I can get a nice big pump on, take some vasodilators and shit like that, and fucking look like a completely different fucking person in a half an hour. Shit, I can take vasodilators and fucking get that crisper look to me, especially when I'm at a little lower. Like about 2 weeks ago, I was somewhere around probably like fucking 9% body fat. I could fucking, it was ridiculous where you could see the physical difference, but then I could change the camera angle and look completely different. Nothing you see in this motherfucker is real. There's a fucking light shining in my fucking face. I mean, there's the light from the screen coming up from underneath. It makes me probably look like fucking 5-10 years younger. So I actually look like actual Father Time. If you saw me in real life, I actually look like, like a corpse is what it looked like. My wife gets so pissed when I make fun of myself. But I leaned into that a little bit because she was in the room, and she gets mad at me when I make fun of myself. She doesn't mind when you guys do because it's all fucking guys anyway. But I feel for them. But they're always going to push it, and he's seriously going to eat himself to death on fucking film. It's pathetic. He's going to eat himself to fucking death. Never seen someone mukbang salad into their face? No shit. When are we getting jackets? Welcome to the club. No shit. Whoop, just went forward. Okay. Yeah, this guy isn't tasty, apparently. The Cabo guy's disgusting. And that other girl, Foodie Beauty, who whines about why can't fast food be healthy for you. Lindsay, you should watch Lindsay's channel. That Lindsay with an A. You should watch her channel, Casey DeMose. She does some content on it. Lindsay, I have to have you back on the channel at some point in time soon. I'll reach out to you guys on the Twitter chat here today. I'm constantly getting banned on TikTok for common sense. I'm on my like 4th account there. The beautiful part about that, dude, is that like, TikTok is what I use to create content for other shit and piss people off. Like, look at it that way. You know, people that try to get popular on TikTok, social media popularity is fleeting, especially because the people that control it can control the narrative. So I've been shadow banned for fucking years and years and years and years and years. So it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, they're not going to let you have common sense on there. I mean, fuck. The one girl stated that if you don't like obese people, you're the problem. And I kind of laughed. I made a video laughing about it. They deleted that motherfucker. Said it was harassment and bullying. And then when I laughed at her comment, and just said, like, okay. They fucking put that one up for review for fucking bullying also, but they had to put it back up because I literally just said, okay. I just said what she did, and I was like, okay. It took like 2 days of review. It's fucking, I mean, these sites, including YouTube, are very clearly geared towards the weakest members of society to prosper. People need to understand that. Like TikTok, Instagram, especially Facebook, YouTube, they want weakness. They want people to consume. Those that consume the most are the people that they are going to target. They're the people that are going to be allowed on and say what they want. Like, I have been called seriously, like, I mean, open threats have been made to me in video on TikTok. Those videos remain. Me saying that you should get healthy for your fucking children gets taken down for being harassment and bullying and evil content. It's very clear what, like, how society is. It's just part of the fucking game. I mean, it really is. Let's see. People drain my IQ every day with the ridiculous statements. No shit, dude. No shit. For Tess, being fat is part of her personality. Truly, truly. Why did you change your channel name? Because I'm more than just fitness. I'm more than, especially in the last couple of years, fitness is something I personally do, but it's not even about fitness. It's about health. And I'm Alan Roberts. I want to say what the fuck I want to say. So, good question. Now, that, and like, I mean, it's Every Damn Day Fitness is a brand. I wanted to be able to speak on what I wanted to fucking speak on. So it's just a brand we own. So anyway, I've been getting really interested in the education portion, and regardless of our kids, since I have school-age children, you should really be homeschool your fucking children. Homeschool your fucking children. So I love beef liver. I eat it 3 to 4 times a day, but it disgusts my family. That's their fucking problem. I eat beef liver like every other. In fact, I might even make a little bit of beef liver today. Sounds good. Sounds good. Let's see. You got some preschool kids trying to teach kids about anatomy, and then god damn, fuck that shit. Anyway, Shane Boodle. The one that cracks me up is the VShreds ads coming before some of your videos. I get constant fucking people saying, well, why don't you make VShreds videos anymore? Because there's dozens of VShreds. AJ Cortez, a guy on fucking Twitter. You can look him up, AJ Cortez. He's Twitter shred. He's T-shred. He's a dude that's really pretty, nice long fucking hair, very fucking thin, skinny little fucking dude who talks in absolutes. Like, one of his fucking things was he was trying to say that the best exercises for chest development in order are this. Now, and this is no shit. I just said, so people don't have different arm lengths, people don't have different chest diameters. Like, to put them in order, like, that's a pretty definitive fucking statement. And people that talk in absolutes like that are dumb. They're fucking stupid. This is the same dude that also said one week that, McDonald's is the bomb. He fucking eats McDonald's weekly. And then like 3 days later said, nut oils are fucking the devil, and eliminate them from your nutrition immediately. So you're going to go to McDonald's weekly, but you're telling people to eliminate nut oils from their fucking nutrition immediately. Like, these people just fucking make shit up, and they talk definitively. They can't go live. They have to block anybody that fucking challenges them. They can't go fucking live because they can't defend their own fucking words. In fact, I should invite him on the fucking Gains cast with me and Mark. That would be fucking amazing. Anyway, George Carlin told us years ago that this is where society was going. I get a kick out of how people are like, George Carlin would be so woke right now. George Carlin would hate you motherfuckers, and you would hate him. Like, anybody that says George Carlin would be a woke person is fucking crazy. I mean, like, you guys have not watched his fucking comedy. He's like my fucking spirit animal, him and Gordon Ramsay. Let's see. Imagine the views he would get if he had an actual heart attack on film. I can guarantee you he'd film that shit too. Guarantee you. Down 30 pounds from 270 to 240 at 5'11" since July. Thanks for the informational content. My motherfucker. Great fucking job. Again, we just so you know, I'm going to post it one more time. Boom. Here is our 3-month special for the holiday season. You are not doomed to gain weight in the holiday season. And if you are worried that this is going to be the 20 or 30 pounds that's going to push you into the heart attack zone, we have a few slots open. Please do take us up on that shit. And let's see. Chris Yang. Would you ever go on the show on a show like Slightly Offensive or You Are Here? Would love to see you on one of these days. I don't know what they are, but there's very little I would shy away from. Any of you that have ever met me in real life know that this is just me. This is not a character. That's one of the reasons why I have such trouble with some of the YouTube people, is that they play such a character. That's one of the reasons why Mark and I are such good friends. I stayed at Mark's house my wife and I stayed at Mark's house for 4 days. How we talk on the podcast together in a game, that's how we talk in real life together. I do not have the option, unfortunately, as it is sometimes, to not be this way. So I would go on any fucking show, just about, if they'd have me. But that's the thing, like people shy away from even being associated with me. Like people that I was friends with for a long time shy away from being associated with me because I'm too fucking toxic in the fucking current environment. Bitches. Let's see. I saw that she was talking about people like they were 5 years old. Casey, I don't know what you're talking about. Lindsay, I'll check her out. Oh, okay. Yeah. And let's see here. Oh, I'm almost at the end. What's your thoughts on the situation with Nakato Avocado, who's literally eating himself to death? I covered that a couple minutes ago. I mean, he really fucking. YouTube's killing him. I mean, like, they're going against their own terms of service agreement by letting a mentally ill fucking person break their terms of service agreement every single fucking day and self-harm themselves via an eating disorder. Like, self-harm is against their terms of service agreement. Eating disorder behavior, which he binge eats, is against terms of service agreement. Like, he breaks their terms of service agreement in multiple different fucking fashions, and they not only fucking allow it, they monetize it and put it in the suggestive feed. They're killing him. I mean, they really are. They're killing him. He's killing himself too. He is definitely responsible for his own fucking actions, beyond a shadow of a doubt in my fucking mind. Because, an alcoholic is responsible for not drinking also. That's the thing. Like, addiction is horrible, and we should do better treating addicts. We should do better treating mental illness in this country. Absolutely. Mental illness and eating disorders and stuff like that are prevalent because of the food we eat and how society has told us it is absolutely perfectly okay to fucking eat that shit in the abundance that we do. We even encourage it, again, as we were talking about on social media. But the person is still responsible. Like, he knows deep down he's hurting himself, so therefore he should fucking stop. He's addicted to it, and therefore he should seek help for his addiction. That is what he should fucking do, not try to fucking monetize it. It's very fucking clearly. Hey, Alan, you rarely mention 200-pound people are also unhealthy. You mainly talk about 300-plus pound being dangerous. I could have used somebody like you before I hit 200 pounds. Here's the thing. 200 pounds for most males puts them at overweight or obese. Most males should weigh about 160 pounds, just to be real. Most men have the muscle mass to weigh about 160 pounds. Most women should not weigh above like 180 pounds. It's just fucking true. Even very tall women. It's just bone structure and stuff like that. I talk about, like, it's sad that we have to talk about it in the framework what we do, Alexandra, but it's most, like, 300-pound people when I was growing up were very fucking rare. Now it's like every other fucking dude. It's true. But again, I've been saying for a while, most dudes should weigh about 150 to 165 pounds just based off their framework. And I understand people are like, well, what if they work out? Most dudes don't work out in a way that are going to put that much muscle mass on them. Like, I'm 180 to 190 pounds at any given fucking time right now. And I am what would be considered, I'm about 5'9", 5'10". I'm about 180 to 190 pounds, and I am a big man. Like, I don't think I'm some sort of huge monster of a guy, but I'm still a big man. I still have big shoulders, big arms, big chest, big back. big ass, big legs, big quads. I'm still a big fucking man, and most dudes most dudes do not carry the muscle mass I carry at all. So for most dudes to weigh around 200 pounds, we are just a sickly fucking society. But very good point. Don't forget about mental abuse against his partner. I don't even know. I don't know because I don't watch his shit. I just don't. I don't watch many YouTubers. I gotta be real. I don't. There's no sense in it. It's a little microcosm of the fucking world when we have a big, huge world of other shit fucking happening. It's very fucking clear that we need to fucking make sure that people like are much healthier. And I just watching one set of fucking group of people is not what I do anymore. It's just I just don't do it. I haven't watched a Tyrone video in months and months and months and months and months and months and months, and I don't plan on it. I haven't watched VShreds videos in months and months and months and months and months and don't plan on it. I read studies every day. I read about new ingredients to try to help people get healthy. I read about berberine and gynostemma, and I read about black seed oil, and I read about different blood thinners. I read about things that help suppress appetite and things that help with increased energy and increased sleep. I read probably 3 or 4 studies a day, and then I talk to clients all day long. I don't have time to fucking watch these fucking people just talk. It's not what's going to fucking happen. Especially if they're not talking about topical events. Like if you're a fitness person and you are not fairly consistently talking about losing fucking weight, getting fucking healthy, I don't know what to fucking tell you. But in our world today, that needs to take the fucking precedent. It absolutely fucking does. The video with the girl saying, if you don't like to date fat people, you're a fat phobic, blah, blah, blah. She was talking about people like they are little kids. And of course she is, because she's fucking somehow feels empowered because of blue hair dye. The blue hair dye is what's driving everybody fucking crazy. I really believe that. I truly fucking believe that. It's the blue hair dye. Alexandra, thanks for everything you do. Thank you very much. I appreciate it very fucking much. What if you're a 6'4" like me? Casey, if I was you, I would check out my waist circumference for height measurement. I'd try to get that under 0.5, and then I would keep going until it was there. Take where your belly button would be, just in case you have some hangover, 2 inches above your belly button, and then fucking get the measurement right around there. Mine's about 29 right now, and about 5'10", so it's like 0.43. If it's 0.5, I think for men it's 0.5 and below, and for women it's 0.55, or no, it's 0.55 for men and 0.5 for women. Try to get under there. I don't have an exact weight for you because I don't have mentally in my head what I'm going to do. It depends on your muscle mass and all sorts of shit. But it depends on your frame, your muscle mass, that sort of thing. I would say, though, for people that go against BMI, use waist to height circumference. But also, BMI is pretty good for most fucking people. Most people are not athletically built or with a serious athletic training or have the muscle mass to fucking even think that they should be over 30 BMI. If over 35 BMI, I don't give a fuck. You're unhealthy. It's your heart is fucking pumping hard. That's a lot of fucking weight. It really fucking is. When did you start lifting and what kept going? I started lifting weights, like athletic training, when I was like fucking young. Like my parents had me in martial arts, had me in judo and stuff like that when I was very fucking young. I got in a track when I was like 12. And I was a championship pole vaulter in high school. Did gymnastics to help support that, long jump, sprinting, that sort of thing. And then I just started lifting weights, fucking from there, and I love it. I don't do the other athletic stuff. I just wanted to add some size, and then I literally got too into fucking trying to get super strong. So, but I've been doing it a long time, and I do try to mix shit up. Like right now, I'm doing a lot of suspension system training, a lot of calisthenics. I like weight training. I like all types of different training. I like obstacle courses, shit like that too. Anyway, for the record, I don't watch the stuff. I see clips. I hear you. I try to avoid it. So, Bridget and Mom Jeans, Budget and Mom Jeans. How the fuck are you doing? I like the fucking name. What sources do you use to find these studies? I would love to learn more. I use DuckDuckGo. And then what I do is I find the base study, and then I look at all the source studies. When I read a study, I try to read all the source studies along with it, so that way I understand where it's coming from. You'd be surprised at how many studies are based off of weak ass studies themselves. Not IMBD, but like Science Source is good. You can find a bunch of them. So Let's see. Boom, boom. Blue and pink hair. Blue and pink hair drives people fucking crazy. And everybody wondering, that's Lindsay with an A. You should subscribe to her channel. She does do a lot of reaction to a lot of the eating channels. You should check it out. Very fucking humorous. If I know about something about what's going on in like the foodie beauty world or Nakato Avocado or with the other girl, it's normally because I watched her video, Lindsay's video. What are your thoughts on carb blockers with ABS2? Carb blocking, like, here's my thing. Block it from going in your mouth if you don't want to eat it. I mean, that's the thing. Block it from going in your mouth. Control the food you put in your mouth. So, and speaking of that, how's your buddy Tyrone? I just said I haven't watched a video of his in a long time. I'm not gonna, like, I see no reason to ever even mention him again. I really don't. I see no reason. So, I wish Tyrone nothing but the fucking best. I wish all of them nothing but that. That's the thing. People get caught up on this shit. Like, all that shit was kind of like comedy. It was funny to me. And it still is. And I still like doing comedy. The world's just not that funny right now, you know? Turns out, not only am I the same size as Alan Roberts, but also pole vaulters as well. God damn! Care to guess what my hair looks like, or lack of? Yeah, I like it, motherfucker. Doing any testosterone treatment? I'll probably go on TRT here, from what my doctor says, in about another 6 months. Probably somewhere around my 51st birthday is when he said. But not right now. I'm on an estrogen blocker right now. That's it. And that's because I took DHEA for so long in my life. So, just full disclosure. If you want to work out all your muscles, grip one day, chest, legs, everything does impact. What workout do you do? My wife has a fabulous suspension system training program that has upper and lower, and I just do an upper and lower workout together. And let's see. I don't even care. Like, it's his base problem is conditioning. I don't care. I wish him nothing but the best. I wish him nothing but the best. I think he's harmless, funny to poke fun at. Nobody takes him seriously. The shit with VShreds, he's VShred. I mean, like, people can keep saying he's stupid all he wants. He is, but it's not going to stop him, you know? And just like I said, there's VShreds everywhere, you know? All over the fucking place. But anyway. All right, motherfuckers, I tell you what, I've been on it over an hour, and I got some shit to do here in about another hour, so I hope all of you motherfuckers had a very good fucking time. Again, one last time, we are going to post up. This is our coaching special. Please do check it out if you're interested. We do daily communication via our app, weekly video conference calls. You can track all your food right on the app. You can do your workouts that we can put on there for you right from the app. So please do check that shit out. If you need help, especially during the holiday season, we can help you avoid that holiday weight gain and give you the skills you need to help lose weight once all that shit's over. God damn.